So these butter beans and mushrooms are so good, and they only have 5 ingredients. So my name's Jules Clancy. I live in Australia and I'm a food scientist. Used to be a food scientist, and now I'm an extremely simple cooking coach, and I teach people to cook without recipes. And although I do give you frameworks for these like recipes that are using 3+ ingredients. So in this case, we've added plus, so we've got 5 ingredients. Frying pan on to heat up, and I'm just going to chop the mushrooms. So I'm using 3 kind of medium-sized mushrooms. So I'm just going to chop the bottom, and I'm just going to have a look. They look pretty clean, so I'm not going to worry about washing them. But it's up to you if you want. If you think they look dirty or gritty or anything, just quickly rinse them under the sink, under the tap. Okay, so we've got 3 medium mushrooms. So I'm just going to chop them into kind of about 1 centimetre, so it's about, I don't know, half an inch, a bit less, thick slices. Spoons of oil. We want to be generous because the mushrooms seem to need a lot of oil to cook a bit, and we're just going to kind of let them fry, stirring them occasionally for about, it's going to take about 8 minutes, or just until the mushrooms are softened. Mushrooms are still on a high heat, and they're starting to brown. So I'm just giving, they've probably been cooking for about 4 or 5 minutes, maybe not even that long. So you can see they're starting to brown on some of them. So I'm just kind of stirring them. They're sinking down in the pan. It's all good. So just going to need a couple more minutes. Some of them are quite firm still. Some of them are starting to soften. They've probably been cooking for about 8 or 9 minutes. Now you can see like they're really golden brown. And when you test them when you poke them, they feel soft and tender. So they're done, which is great. I'm just going to I've drained a can of butter beans, so they go in. So you just want to warm the beans up. Make a sauce. I think butter and mushrooms go together really well, but by all means, it's lovely without as well. So just stir fry just for a minute or so, just for the beans to warm up, and then we're going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then turn off the heat, and then just give it a little squeeze of lemon juice just to add a bit of freshness to everything. And you could, chop some parsley and sprinkle that up and serve over the top if you like, and we're done. So one of the things that makes my recipes unique is that I always include a list of variations. So if you don't have an ingredient or you have dietary requirements that you need to cook for, so we've got you covered for those. So for the mushrooms and butter beans, so first of all, extra protein. So the butter beans do have some protein, but if I'm serving this, I would generally serve some boiled eggs or poached eggs with it. It goes really well. Also really great with sausages or sausage and eggs, or you could add in some bacon if you're a bacon eater, or even just some cooked chicken. That can be really, really, really lovely with that combo, just to make it a bit more substantial. If you're a carb lover, of course, everyone's favorite pasta would toss through, works really well. I'd probably, if I was cooking it with pasta, I'd probably up the butter a little bit just to give it a bit more of a sauce, but the mushrooms and butter beans combine really, really beautifully with pasta. And then if you need it to be dairy-free, so if you're unable to use butter, of course, easy option there is to go olive oil, but if you wanted to mix it up, you could use a flavored oil like that chili oil I've got pictured there. So hope this has inspired you to get into the kitchen and have some fun with some mushrooms and butter beans. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.